This is just sitting here. It broke during the ice storm without me even touching it. Let me show you what broke and how I'll fix it. This didn't break because I was trying to repair anything in the cold weather. During the ice storm, the spoiler back here was packed with thick ice. I opened the tailgate to put stuff in the truck and the ice pushed against the third light. The pressure pried it out and the clip snapped. The light still works. Electrically, it's fine, but the clips are broken, so it's not actually attached to anything anymore. You could ignore this, but eventually a rattle, leak, or fall out. So I'll fix it once and be done. From the outside, it's not obvious how this comes out. And this is usually where people break something else. If this trim breaks, it can turn into a much bigger job. All right, we got the clamps off. Basically, they're just held in. These metal tension clamps. Here, here, on the sides here, one here. All right, so how do we get the light out? Okay, so we found the light. The thing is, how do you get it out this grommet? All right, so there's 3 bolts here that's holding the spoiler on. They look about 10 millimeters. We're gonna unscrew those, and then that should give us the ability to lift up the spoiler on top. They're not in there very tight. I mean, they're super short, so. And it's just in the plastic. So it's nothing. Probably don't even need this tool, but it's faster. All right, so it is a slide. There we go. So there are screws that hold this in, but they're already broken, so. We'll get those out. Here. All right, so that's the camera. This is the light. All right, so here's the dilemma. These have different connectors. So we either have to take this out and see if this fits in there like that, which it may, or I'm gonna cut it up top and just splice it into this. I don't know, we'll see. Removing the harness proved to be a little harder than I thought. So eventually, I just gave up. I think the best may be just splice into it. All right, so we're gonna cut it. That's off. All right, as you can see, the clips here is what holds everything in place. These bolts in. This is the same spot, and this, as you can see, is where it broke off. There's also clips up here that kind of slide in that hold the front part down. On the old one, they broke off as well. Probably the first thing to break. All right, as you saw, I clipped the wire. And I'm going to use these to splice them together. These actually have a piece of solder in the middle. And then you heat that up and then it melts and fuses the wires together. I bought a case of them. I have these in the description down below if you want to get some. They're pretty handy. Come in various sizes for different gauges of wire. These are pretty small wires, so I'm just going to use the smallest one. Alright, so now we're just going to take off the old screws that were broken and stuck in there. Give it a little clean in the area so the new one sits in nice and flush. With everything out the way, now we can just run the new harness through the hole, cut off the extra. Now we're going to connect the two parts using the heat gun. We're going to melt the solder and essentially make the new and the old one unit. Alright, so those are now soldered together. 2 wires. I match blue to blue, brown to brown. Should be good. Alright, those are on there good. I got another shrink wrap insulator to insulate the connection. There we go. Just shrink that. Alright, now that's good. Alright, before we get everything in place, let's see if it works. Alright, looks like it works. Take the plastic off. Actually, we'll leave that on there until we seal it up. Now we can put the bolts in there. They don't have to be super tight. I mean, it's plastic, once again. Alright, these slide on. Plastic off, swing. Alright, good with that. Now, we just have these bolts in here. Alright. That's it. Solid, secure, and exactly how it should be.